Good morning, ladies. This is Diane Tuggle from the Happy Scrapbooker, and today I'm coming to you from sunny, beautiful Buchanan, West Virginia. This is September 2nd, 2025, and we're going to make a fun fold card today. So, the fun fold card is a different style, it's a diamond top, fully open zigzag card. So diamond top, fully open zigzag card. So we're going to be using a couple of things today. Tomorrow is September 3rd and our new catalog goes live. So you'll be able to get these things right away. We're going to be using the beautiful Delicate Pines stamp set and dies. So it has a lot of beautiful stamps and a whole bunch more dies than are in here. They are right here and some are on the actual paper right now. So the dies cut out this beautiful vine, the little berries, all the sprigs, pine cones, snowflakes, and then we're going to be using for the words of the season, we're going to be using a banner die from it, and we're going to be using the word greetings, and then may your holiday season be filled with happiness and joy. So this stamp set has a lot more dies to it also. These are full words that say like Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Halloween, Halloween wishes, just all kinds of really pretty script words, and then the nice verses. So we're going to be using that. And put these right here. So we're also going to be using some papers from Peaceful Garden designer series paper. So this is the designer series paper we're going to be using, and you only need a little tiny bit of it. Let me show you what you need of this. So this paper will go a long ways. You need a 4-inch by, let me put it on something you can see, 4 inches by 3/4 piece, and then you need a 4-inch by 2.5-inch piece. Those are the two pieces of designer paper that you're going to be using. So we'll put that in our pile. I'm going to put this over here. Okie doke. We're also going to be using from the glitter paper that goes with that Peaceful Garden, all 3 shades. So there's a true blue, kind of a silvery green, and a night of navy, secret sea I would call it, dark navy blue. So this could be cloud cover. This could be boho blue, and this could be secret sea, I would say. And we're using some white cardstock, and the other cardstock for the card is boho blue. So let me show you what you need for that. So for the card base, you need a piece that is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and scored at 2 3/4. So don't worry about writing all this down. It'll be in the description box, but that is your card base. And it goes like this. The little fold is in the front, and it's a top folding card. Then you're going to need another piece for the back of it that is 6 1/2 by 4 1/4, scored at 1 inch. So I'm going to put those in a pile, and I'm going to glue them together so that it can set up. So it goes like this, and this is the back of the card right here. So we'll go ahead and put some glue in there. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day today. It's absolutely gorgeous weather here in West Virginia. So we're gonna put that, make sure they line up, and give it a good press. And so here is our zigzag fully open diamond front card. So to get the diamond, we're going to be using 2 dies from Stylish Shape Dies. The largest square to get the blue, and the second largest square for the silver. So this is the brushed silver metallic paper. I can't remember if I said that, but that is one of the papers we're using also. Not a whole lot of it, just a little bit. So we'll glue these 2 together. Give them a good press. So now we need to put our designer series paper in place. So the designer series paper will go right here. Sorry if y'all heard that bang. My husband is outside doing something. And I heard a bang. Okay, we just put that right there. And then we are going to glue this on the front after we get our snowflake together. So the front of the card has a panel that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and you need to keep in mind where your diamond is going to fall, because you want your greeting to be right under the diamond. So it's basically in the center of the card. So it's 4 inches wide by 5 1/4, and we're stamping "May your holiday season be filled with joy." And we're just gonna put that right in the middle, and it stamps really nicely. So then the next thing you're gonna do with that, I'm trying not to get, let's go ahead and stamp our greeting also. So this says greetings, and just stamp it. And I'm using boho blue ink, and we're going to use this little banner to cut it out. And put it right here. So we will cut that out. And it's the cutest little banner. Here it is. There's your little banner. Let me put that over here in my cleaning pile. So we're gonna save that for the front of the snowflake. You see it goes right here. So I'm gonna put it in my little tray so I don't lose it. And then the other piece of designer series paper that is 4 by 3 3/4, is just going to cover up this little seam right here. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just think it makes it look nicer. And I'm just going to center it and just cover that little seam. And then the inside of the card needs a piece also. So So the inside of the card, I have stamped a piece. It is 4 by 5 1/4, and I just stamped some of the snowflakes there. This is Boho Blue and Secret Sea. And we're gonna go ahead and put those down, and I'm just gonna use my tape runner real quick and put that in place. So there we go. So now we just need to finish doing our front panel, which is this. I'm gonna move my snowflakes out of the way. Okay, so the die set has in it, and the Delicate Pines die set, this little greenery piece. It's kind of curved, and I cut that out of the metallic silver paper, and I'm gonna make a curved piece that goes like this. So the first piece you want to put down is going to be this one that's heading down. I love this beautiful detail in these dies. So we're going to put it where it kind of hangs down like that. Just give it a tap. So tomorrow, the 3rd of September, Stampin' Up! Has a ton of new releases for customers. A ton. We have 2 new kits, we have online exclusives, and we have all the new stuff in the catalog. So we're going to put that one like that. Actually, it kind of needs to, there we go, go down like that. And then this one will be heading with the point up. So it makes like an arch. There we go. And then in my original one, I thought it needed some little berries in it. So we will add, and that's a die. Let me show you the little dies. So here is one that cuts 3 of 3 berries together in clusters, and then this die cuts 6 of single berries. And we're gonna put 1 cluster of berries right here. And then we're gonna put 3 of the individual ones right there. They even have the detail of a little tiny hole in a little tiny berry to look like an accent. There we go. So that's our inside panel. And we're gonna go ahead and put it on here. There's plenty of room for you to sign your card there, or write a note right there. Either way, it stands up really pretty, and it displays beautifully. So let's work on our little snowflakes now. Let me put this where you can see it. I have these repositionable tabs, and I'm gonna put it down so it'll stay flat so you can see that. And don't worry, it won't hurt the card at all. If I can get the paper off. There we go. So I'm gonna put it like that so we can see what we're doing without worrying about it. So we're gonna stamp some snowflakes. So the snowflakes, I did some in the boho blue, and I did some in the cloud cover. So can you see the difference? And here's some of the little ones in the boho blue. And see how the boho blue lightens just a little bit after it completely dries. So here are the snowflakes. I'm not sure if I will use all of them, but here is the little one, and that's the die for that. And then there is this one, which I did not put on here. I used it on the inside. There we go. That one, it's a pretty die. And then there is this one, the medium size one. And then there is this one. And this is the largest snowflake. Got a little bit of tape on there. There we go. So there are your snowflakes. So then we have also in the delicate pines, we have this greenery die, which is hooked together by a little circle. You need to cut 2 of those, and I used the darkest navy blue glimmer paper, or glitter paper, whatever you want to call it. So there's one, and here's the other half of this one. So we need 2 of those. And then they have, let me put that back in there. They have in there 3 of these little tiny boughs, and you're going to need 6 of those. So again, this is in the dark blue. I did 3 there, and then the last 3 I cut them in half, and you'll see why in a minute. So that's 3 of those, and we'll put this guy right here so we won't forget him. So then they have pine cones. Let me show you the pine cone dies. I love these. So this is the bottom of the pine cone, and this is the detail of the pine cone. And I cut them in the other 2 shades of glimmer paper, the silvery green color, which is like cloud cover, and the true blue, which is like boho blue. And we're going to layer those together. We'll do that first so that we can let that dry. It takes a minute. So these little, let me put it over here where you can see it. I'll put them right here. I'm working on my silicone mat so that I don't get glue all over everything. Let me wipe the tip of that. So I put just a little glue on the detail part, and I'm going to put the blue ones on the green bases. I'm going to have to give them a good press because it's glitter paper. I'll do the blue ones first. So I have 5 pine cones. And blue, another blue one. And those little tiny holes in the detail part, they actually pop out really easily. So we'll let those 3 dry. Oh, I'm missing a green one. Did I drop it? Yes, I dropped it. Yay, I found it. Okay. So the green one, the green detail will go over the blue base. So we'll put those right there. So now I have 5 pine cones. Let them dry. I'm gonna move them to the side and we'll work on our snowflakes. So, whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Let me see if there we go. Sorry. Hit my head on the camera. Okay, we need our little square. Where is it? Here it is. And we can put our ink away before I get it everywhere. So see the beautiful detail in the snowflake when you stamp it? It's really pretty. So we're gonna put it where the point goes up and down, but first we need to put this little guy, whoop, get them up there. This guy. So this guy, he's gonna go end to end. That's why you need 2 of them. And you're just gonna put the glue in the center circle. Right there. Now this one will go like this. And put it right there. And this one, since it broke off, I'm gonna glue it right there. So I'm gonna stick a little glue under that section too. It wants to come up. There we go. That's pretty. Pretty just like that. So the next layer is gonna be the snowflake, and we are gonna go ahead and glue it down flat because it ends up having a lot of layers and we don't want it too thick to mail. So glue it down flat, make your point to point, top and bottom. Okay. Our next layer is gonna be these little half cut into sprigs. Let me line them all up. Maybe we should put a block on the top of that. Let it dry. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Put those right there. Okay, I think that might be set up. Now you could, if you wanted to, like light and dark, and alternate the colors of the snowflakes. And like, here's a dark. I'm gonna use all boho blue. And so now we're gonna add these little sprigs where they come out in between the big branches. So I'm just gonna put glue on the little half circle, and put it where it comes out, like that. So we want it like that. The glitter paper really makes this snowflake pop. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. And one more. Okay, you see, let me show it close up. You see the layers. See how they're cut in half and glued in between the big branches. So now we're gonna take the medium size one and we're going to put some dimensionals. And I basically want them just in the middle part so that I can tuck in my pine cones. So they go there. And we're going to put the big point so that they point in between the main branches there. So see how that is? Okay, now we're going to tuck in pine cones. So the pine cones, I'm going to first decide which ones I want where. Three. And okay, so that's, you want to odd amount, odd numbers. So I don't want them to be right over those branches, like over the, I want them in between. So I'm gonna put a little glue just right on the back of the bottom of the pine cone and stick them in. And if you see this one, I did all green on blue pine cones. On these, I've done one blue on green and one green on blue. So they're gonna be it's gonna be a little different looking. Okay. So I'm gonna cluster two together over here. And point on point. I'm gonna I'll put the blue right there. Tuck it in and put a green beside it. Okay, and I need one more blue one. And I'm gonna put it kind of right there and give it a good press. Now we just have to have our next, we're gonna put these little pine glitter boughs in between the branches. So just going to glue the circle right over top. That's the only place you need to worry about glue. And glue, glue. My finger has glue on it. It's wanting to come up with the... There we go. And one more. So, you see how we filled in between all the snowflake branches. So that alone is pretty just the way it is, but we're going to decide which one of these we want on top. Do we want this one? Or do we want... I think we just want the little one. The big one just covers up too much. So I'm going to put a bunch of glue on the back of it and put it right over that. And I'm going to put that block on top of it again and see if we can get it to set up. And then I have 2 more of these little berry things. So the berries are going on this little banner right here. And I'm going to put them on this end. And then one berries cluster is going right here in the center of this snowflake. I keep dropping things. Okay, we're gonna let that set a minute. So see the difference in the inks. This is the cloud cover. This is the Secret Sea, and this is the boho blue. But they go together really nicely, all 3 colors. Let me move these out the way. And the dies are really easy to line up too. So this one here, you just line up the big points and they tape them in place, run it through the die machine, and it goes through and it cuts it beautifully. So they're really easy to do. Put that right there. I have one more. Put that in the trash. Okay, that should be set up good. So here is our card base. You see how we need to put this on at a point on a diamond. So we're going to go from this wide section down, and we're going to glue it with wet glue. So I'm just going to make a line, if I could make a straight line, and just put my glue right there. And I'm going to put it like this, just in case I ran over any, and line up my points and center it. And again, I'm going to put a block on it and another block. Get that to line up. So we have the cutest card kits coming out tomorrow. If you like the look of a Christmas red truck, pickup truck, one of them has that theme to it. It is so pretty. And then the other one is for National Card Making Day, and it has a what do you call, a container to put your cards in, as well as the cards. So those will be brand new tomorrow. And let me see if I can find it. This mini catalog right here will be brand new tomorrow. So everything inside, there's lots of pretties. There's a snake. Lots of pretties. So we're going to do that. there. Here's that. Now we just need to put our greeting on here. And the greeting, I'm going to use mini dimensionals and just put some on the ends. Whoops, I got a whole bunch of them here. So we'll put 2 right there. And two right there. Get those little things peeled off. So ladies, I have a contest going until, I believe it's the 15th of October. And you could win this beautiful stamp and die set, a brand new one. The Delicate Pines, I think it's called. Yeah, Delicate Pines. You could, there we go. There's our beautiful card. That was not hard, and it really is gorgeous. Really, really, really is gorgeous. You could, if you wanted to, put a little pocket in here and put a gift card in it. And here is how it stands up. And let's put them where you can see. One has the blue and green pine cones, and one just has the green top pine cones. So I think they're both beautiful. Blue is my favorite color, so I really like this. So if you want to enter my contest and win this set, it's a $56 value set, go to my Facebook page called The Happy Scrapbooker, and you have to ask to join if you're not a member. And go at the top of the page, there are tabs, and one says feature, and when you click on that, it shows the contest and the rules and the time periods you have to do it. And basically, you're making a card with a snow flake or snow on it somewhere, so a winter themed card or a holiday winter card. And you're going to post it on my Facebook page, and you're going to put a hashtag beside of it that says hashtag fall 2025 contest. That way I can see that someone has entered. And then at the end of the time period, which is, I believe, the middle of October, we will put all the names in a hat and pull a name, and somebody will be a lucky winner. So I hope you'll enter the contest. I appreciate you watching, ladies. You have a good day.